I'm Phyllis from the Doll Corner, and I promised I'd be back to show you how to make a petticoat. Now, a petticoat is nice because it gives you fullness for your full skirts, gives you extra layers of clothing, just something fun fun to make. With this one, I made an extra ruffle along the bottom, just a piece of fabric, gathered it, went over my edge. I sewed a bit of lace so it would be neat and tidy. It makes the dress sit out nice and full. This is one that I made for this little doll, so it makes her dress sit out nice. Okay, what you need is a piece of fabric, your pattern, and this is a folded edge. Cut you can either cut 2 of this and 2 of this, or use this and just cut it down and to make a single. But I do it both ways, but I'll show you what I mean later on. But this is a little bodice pattern, and I always use the same bodice pattern for my dress. So when I cut the petticoat out, I make it a little bit deeper here so it won't show above the dress. But this is a good way to find out if your pattern fits or whether if it's not quite the right size, and if there's a little bit difference, you can always adjust it. Now, this is what it looks like if you do it singly. This is the back, and I sew the shoulder seams together, serge around here or turn it in, and the same with the sleeves, the armholes. Serge down here and turn it over, or if you don't have, if you rather just turn it in, you can turn the neck in. Just turn the neck over and the armholes. And then that's all there is to the bodice of the petticoat, except you have to sew up the side seams. Now, if you want to make it double, which is lining it, and it makes it nice and neat. This is the front, 2 fronts, and 2 double side backs. 2 pieces cut on the fold. Sew your shoulder seams. I'll do that again. Sew your shoulder seams and press them. This is the front here and the front here, opposite, and the 2 backs are opposite. I like to fold one seam, the shoulder seam one way, and the other way, and then they nest together. And your very little bulk. Stitch around here, the neckline, as well as the sleeves, the armholes. Now you have to take the back and bring it through the shoulder to turn it the right way out. After this is sewn, just trim this very close. And if you set your sewing machine on a very small stitch, you can get around smaller curves easier. Now I've got this side turned, pushed it through here. This is the other side, and I have to turn it yet. So we'll turn it now. The chopstick is a good thing. I hope this will work right now. Right. There we go. Too difficult to do. Separate it all out and give it a good press. And it should look something like this. Now I sewed this side seam up. With the armhole seam, seam there. Just sew it straight across there. Stretch it out. Sew it right along there. And when you turn it back out, you got a finish seam on this side and one on this side. What you do here, open this up like this. Right sides together, matching up your seam in the center. You can pin it there and just sew it there. Now that's your bodice complete. And you take and cut a piece of fabric, for the skirt. Make it 2 to 3 times the hip measurement. Mark it the center. Fold it in half, mark it in the center, and fold it in like this, and there, and fold it there, and mark those are your sides. This is the side seam for your bodice to fit on, and this one is where is the center of your bodice. To finish it, serge down the side, turn it in. No, serge down the side and serge along here. Then you want some trim on your petticoat. There's your serge line. Take your lace and line it up and just stitch it along here with right sides together. Then turn it over, press it down, and stitch right along here. And that gives you a nice finished seam. and you run. I like to run 2 threads of gathering stitches along here, but however you like to gather it in, that's your preference. I have it all gathered in. I take my center of my bodice and line it up with the center of my skirt. Match up your side marks and your bodice side seam. Gather it in. There's the center mark lined up. I like to sew on the gather side so I can take something and just sort of make sure I've got my gathers all nice and even right through. And that's what I've done here. Sewed some Velcro, and I bring it down just below the waistline. Now you can use snaps, hooks and eyes, and with the hook and loop tape, I find I have trouble finding a narrow one, so I just cut it in half and sew it on. And there's a little petticoat all finished up. Now if you're interested in any of my patterns or I'm getting an ebook ready to go out, and if you're interested, email me at dollfashions77@gmail.com. That's dollfashions77@gmail.com. And if you like this, click the like. Thank you. We'll get back to you soon. And I think I'll show you how to make a dress for the next one. Bye now.